So Assassin's Creed has just released a brand update, speaking to Jong-Sun, the head of brand content now within the Assassin's Creed franchise, and we got some meaty little things. He talks about Assassin's Creed codename Hexe, they talk about Assassin's Creed Invictus, the multiplayer game, and recently I was able to join a bunch of other creators in a call with Jong-Sun and ask a couple questions, and I asked one specifically about Black Flag that we'll talk about later in the video. So if you enjoy it, make sure to click like, subscribe for more content, and let's jump straight into the video. So Ubisoft have released a bunch of new information with Jong-Sun, and they speak about Assassin's Creed Shadows first, and it turns 1 year old this year. They go on to say that the experience has evolved with new features and updates, shaped in large by player feedback. The most recent player refinement was the parkour, which was a direct result of regular feedback sessions, both in person and online, from players and creators, which is good to see. They're listening to the players, they're listening to the people that make content on the game, which, okay, sometimes that's not a good thing, but for me personally, I enjoy that. As a creator, I like being able to listen to you guys and then feed that directly back into Ubisoft and the devs, which I'm able to do, which is a pretty cool thing to say. So if there's anything in Shadows right now that you want improved or you just don't like, let me know down below and I will feed that back to the developers and the community teams, and hopefully we can get that sorted together. They also go on to say that it's time to celebrate, and on their official Twitch channels, Ubisoft, twitch.com and all that stuff, starting at around 10 AM PT and 7 PM Central European time, they're going to focus on the latest game updates, and they will reveal the winners of the parkour challenge, along with some drops and giveaways, which I'm excited to see. We've been told that we're not going to get any more big expansions for Assassin's Creed Shadows, just tiny updates and story quests, that sort of thing, so I'm interested in seeing what they're going to bring us. Personally, I think it would be pretty cool if they brought us the feature that's in Mirage, with the ability to replay certain missions and assassinations to unlock new features, weapons, gear, that sort of thing. I think it would be pretty cool to see that in the game. Plus, I would love for the ability to go back in Assassin's Creed Shadows, complete those Templar missions as Naue. She is the assassin archetype, so what better way to fight Templars than with an assassin? And to end it off, they say there's going to be less frequent updates, but a still few surprises, and the teams will be shifting focus toward what's next for Assassin's Creed, and then that leads us into Assassin's Creed codename Hexe. Now, they say that they haven't shared much about this one, yet we know Ubisoft, it's been almost 3 years since we've had a release date. Please give us something, or a new trailer or gameplay, something, please, I'm begging you. But with that, they say it's been taken care of by their veteran team at Ubisoft Montreal, and we should be able to expect a unique, darker, narrative-driven Assassin's Creed experience set during a pivotal moment in history. And by the leaks, we know this will be in Germany during the witch trials, which is going to be insane. There's also leaks suggesting that there's going to be this new fear system, which is very reminiscent of the Jack the Ripper DLC, which is one of my favorite DLCs. I made a video about it the other day. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. You'll love the gameplay, you'll love the assassininess, and the story is dark, twisted, and just fun to play. And of course, in recent news, Jong-Sun has taken over as creative director for Assassin's Creed codename Hexe. They say they're taking the time to deliver on this ambitious vision, which means they'll be quiet for a little longer, but they love seeing all the enthusiasm happening on the channels and can't wait to unveil more when the time is right. And for me, the time is right now. They released the teaser trailer 2.5, 3 years ago, man. We need something other than a bit of text saying they're working on it. We're getting more information through Insider Gaming than we are from Ubisoft at the moment, and that's just one of my pet peeves. I would much rather have these tidbits of information coming straight from Ubisoft. You know, don't announce a game so far back that it takes years for us to even get any gameplay. You know, I understand they want to build the hype and they just wanted to showcase what they're working on. However, it takes it out a little bit when you don't get anything fun or anything good to look at. And now we have to wait even longer, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. And talking about a pain in the ass, they also mentioned codename Invictus, and they state 100% it's a PvP multiplayer Assassin's Creed game led by the team of For Honor veterans at Ubisoft Montreal. He goes on to say that they understand there's a lot of curiosity around this project, and yes, it is a new approach to multiplayer in the franchise, so don't expect it to be like AC Brotherhood to Black Flag multiplayer. He also says there are some rumors going around, and it isn't exactly that. They state again that player feedback is at the heart of their approach, so they'll be exploring ways to bring the community in earlier so we can shape the experience together. I really don't know what I think about this. If it isn't like the leaks, then okay, you know, give us something good, unique, I'm all for it. But if it's going to be a generic battle royale-esque PvP, you fight one, go to the next round sort of multiplayer game within Assassin's Creed, or if it does look Fall Guys-esque, just don't do it. We don't need that multiplayer game. I think it's just a way of Ubisoft to try and do something like Rainbow Six Siege has done, bring something multiplayer-esque to a franchise and have it stay there for as long as it can. But Rainbow Six is a unique specimen, and Assassin's Creed just wouldn't fit that sort of role. They do mention that they have Assassin's Creed Jade, which is still in development, and they're looking at bringing co-op back to Assassin's Creed. Yes, they did cancel a project from Assassin's Creed that was going to be a co-op mode, but I think that's where they need to put multiplayer. You know, Assassin's Creed Unity had its problems, that's 100% confirmed, but the multiplayer co-op feature was fun. Being able to free roam with your friends, enjoy doing stealth missions as a brotherhood, feeling like an assassin, that's just something I'd love to be able to do again. If they were going to go the route and they want to make it a ongoing title that pairs with each Assassin's Creed game, they could do it in a way that, let's say it releases with Shadows, we're in Japan. That's one whole season of the game. Then when a new title releases, we switch seasons and we go to, God, I don't know. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Hexe is going to be set in Germany, so everything switches up and we go to Germany for these locations within the multiplayer or co-op experience. This could mean continuous progressions with the games alongside the single player titles, whilst keeping players engaged and getting that retention time Ubisoft so desperately want. They also make a little comment on the Assassin's Creed Netflix live action soon, and they say that they can't wait to share more with us, and that's going to happen very soon, which I'm excited about. But something I think we are all excited about is there's going to be a 60 FPS patch for Assassin's Creed Unity coming to the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 tomorrow, which finally, Ubisoft, this is the one thing people on console have been wanting, and hopefully it brings people back to the game. What's also good about this is that they're also somewhat fixing the multiplayer servers on the PS5, Xbox Series X and S consoles, and if you've tried to play multiplayer on Assassin's Creed Unity recently on console, it's just terrible. You have to disconnect your Uplay account to then join a game, and it takes hours just to even get into one, so hopefully players will be able to play Unity a lot more quicker, and the co-op if they can enjoy it, because trust me, it's worth it. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Jongasun, we had a chance to speak to him, myself and a bunch of other content creators, and just say who we are, what we like about the franchise, more specifically what we didn't like about the franchise, which I think's good because Ubisoft do want to hear the bad, but I was a little bit cheeky and I wanted to ask a question. And that question was, Jongasun, with all of the projects you have under development at Ubisoft for Assassin's Creed, what is your current favorite and what are you most excited for? Unfortunately, he couldn't give me a solid answer. However, he did hint towards a game being his favorite that he's worked on before in the past. And of course, we know that is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So did he just confirm it that the Black Flag remake was coming out? I personally think so. So, you know, take that because I had to ask the question. Ubisoft, I know, sorry, I always get cheeky when it comes to these questions. I just like to know information, and I know you guys do as well. So I just wanted to end that video off with that little bit of information. If you guys have enjoyed, let me know what you think about all of this information in the comment section down below. What you liked, what you didn't like, and what would you say to a Ubisoft developer if you had the chance, because I do feed this information back to them. It's worth it in this community that we feed things back to Ubisoft to really get the game we want and deserve. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe for some more Assassin's Creed content. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.